Call me radical, but I think the guns should start to have insurance policies. Sorry, that's my solution.
Let's at least hear this out before we come to conclusions about this.
If I gotta insure my Honda Civic, you need to insure your gun. As with anything valuable in this life, your health, your phone, your house, your car, you insure it. If your guns are valuable to you, it shouldn't be a problem to insure them.
The flaw in this is that cars are as regulated as firearms already are. You need a license, you need identification, you need to obviously insure them, obviously. You also need to have a place of residence. You need to pass a few checks, possibly. I went with my dad to get his 4Runner, and it took longer for us to get the paperwork done for the 4Runner than it took for me to pass a background check, or at least do the ATF 4473 form. So the idea that firearms and cars are comparable in any way whatsoever, I am not buying it at all. Also, how are making gun owners pay for insurance for firearms gonna stop these attacks?
Could you imagine? Can't buy no gun till you got gun insurance, baby. Can't take it nowhere till you got gun insurance. Gotta show your proof of fucking insurance. If somebody does something stupid with their gun, then guess who's gotta pay for it? The insurance company. And ooh, that's gonna regulate some shit real fast.
And how are the insurance companies going to go to the courts when they have some people doing dangerous, stupid things with their firearms that, even though they don't hurt people, like this case did, this case didn't hurt people, otherwise I wouldn't be showing it, but likewise, how would the insurance companies look in this case?
What happened?
No, that's fire.
What happened?
That's gunpowder, man!
No!
That's gunpowder! Gunpowder! What? Where the is it?
So the insurance companies would drop that person because it'd be a waste of money for them to use to defend that person, hence why in some cases, and in fact nearly every case this happens, like USCCA does occasionally, is if there is a case that USCCA sees that they're not going to adequately defend their client with, the insurance that they have to offer, because the client legally crossed a few lines, maybe was illegal in a few instances, they'll drop you. See, insurance companies will only cover you for so much so long as what you're doing is not breaking the law. Idiots break the law all the time without knowing it. Like this guy. An unsecured firearm, hot and loaded, without a holster, a kid discharges it. A few seconds passes, he looks around for the gun, it's clear it was a gunshot, a gunfire. He's looking around, he finds the gun, he picks it up, and instantly NDs another round. No insurance company is going to cover that guy. So the answer is jail.
If you're at my house and you fall off my roof, that's on my home insurance policy, right? If you're playing with my gun and you shoot somebody, that's on my gun insurance policy, right?
No, because in this hypothetical that you are providing me is that in this situation, that if you negligently and carelessly had a firearm that I came in possession of and then I used it to hurt someone, you and me would both be going to jail. No insurance coverage is going to cover that because that is breaking the law. Insurance companies by law can't cover crime.
Bitch, I ain't gonna let just anybody have my motherfucking gun. Hell no, I pay insurance on this bitch.
I mean, I would hope, regardless of whether or not you have to pay insurance to own a firearm, you wouldn't let people handle your weapon. Exactly in what world is this going to be applicable in? How is this going to apply to me, a gun owner?
I'm just saying, I don't say this often, but I think the insurance companies need to get involved. In fact, I don't think I've ever said that in my life, but I think the insurance companies. It's up to them. They're our last hope at savior.
And what exactly is the insurance company going to do? Are they just going to have an armed police force to respond to a negligent gun owner or a mass shooter or a criminal, a gang member? Especially, there's already like 300 to 400 million guns out there already. What are you going to do about those currently? Or are you just going to force all those people to submit for insurance? How's this going to look? Like, you understand that life insurance only happens when someone dies, right? So how exactly is firearms insurance going to help people from dying? Like, what exactly are you trying to go for here? Are you trying to appeal to the people who want to stop mass shootings, school shootings, church shootings? Are you appealing to those people? Or are you appealing to the I want your money people?
Hey, if the police catch you out with a gun that doesn't have insurance on it, they can take it. You got to go to court, get insurance on it, or prove you had insurance on it. You get your gun back because you're a responsible gun owner. Come on now. Y'all, this, I know this will sound radical to some. To me, it sounds reasonable.
Okay, so I'm just going to ask a clarifying question because you seem to want to give more power to law enforcement in particular when it comes to going out and about without insurance cards to prove that you are permitted to carry a weapon. It's almost like there's a word for that. It's called a carry permit, but I digress. The clarifying question is this: do you believe the cops are racist? Do you think they're sexist? Do you think they're bad people? Do you think a lot of cops, not all, but a lot, that is worth having a concern over? Do you think a lot of them just abuse their power? Because if you actually did believe that, then you probably wouldn't want to give them more power over the citizenry to violate their rights. It really does sound like you were coming up with this as an idea because the insurance companies are the only people out there who have a invested interest of saving you so long as you got the dinero. But you seem to have thought about this as far as possible to make a fun, cute little video about it so that you can get one over the gun owners. But you didn't think about it. You probably didn't really look into it. And the only people who are going to afford these permits or insurance things are going to be the uber wealthy. So if you also hate Elon Musk, then you probably don't want him having a gun then, do you? Didn't really think about that, did you?